Try to hit the little tiny one.
Yeah.
Got it.
That'll be a challenge.
Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everybody. Ben here again. Today's part 2 of the TA-31 with Aurora Reticle from Primary Arms saga. In the previous video, if you missed it, go check that out. But in the previous video, we covered the capabilities of this Aurora Reticle. It's jam-packed full of features. You have range estimation, all sorts of holds, wind holds, moving target holds. It's just filled with capabilities. Since then, I've gotten to use this quite a bit, get familiar with the reticle itself, and use it at different distances. It's been great. I have it on this 14.5-inch gun. Another reminder, this reticle is also in meters. It's not in yards, so when you look at the specs chart, you need to follow that chart to the T. So I have a 50-meter zero, and I'm using ball ammo, M193 out of a 14.5-inch gun. So if you use those specs, if you follow that chart, your holds are gonna be a lot more accurate. But since then, I said I was gonna add an RMR on top because one of the difficulties was shooting targets up close quickly with this fixed 4-power. That 300 to 500 yard range is really the sweet spot for this TA-31. 4x magnification is perfect for that. You get a good field of view. It's fast enough for that range. But again, up close, it was difficult. So I added an RMR on top, and I like it. It's definitely given me some different capabilities, some newer things to work on. And we're gonna talk about the challenges and what some of the benefits are since adding that RMR on top, making this kind of a complete package now. One of the challenges is mechanical offset. That is a very tall sight picture. It is about 3 inches off the bore line on top of this Trijicon, which is high. So you have to train for that. You have to be cognizant of your holdover with close-up targets. Now, you can work with closer zeros, like if you wanted to zero your RMR for 25 yards, it would take a little bit of that away, sure. But I wanted to use this RMR as kind of a backup sight, so I zeroed it at 50 meters with my ACOG and worked with it in that capacity. So mechanical offset still was a little bit to get used to if I wanted to be really precise with A-zone headshots, things like that up close. Second big challenge was just remembering the RMR was on top. A lot of times I would just get tunnel vision sucked into the TA-31, be working with it, using it, and remembering, oh, I'm at a closer up target that's inside 200 yards. I can raise my head a little bit and go to that RMR. Training issue, that's all it is. And that was something that was kind of silly for me at first because I would just forget that it was up there. But just remembering that the RMR was on top to use was kind of a challenge. And I did it a few times actually when I was transitioning from far away targets to close targets. I'd just be stuck inside that tube and forget, oh, I can just pop my head up and make shots a little bit easier, have a bigger field of view with the RMR on top. If you're an individual that needs a really good cheek weld, you're obviously not gonna have that. There is some benefits from having a higher sight, but if you're an individual that wants a good sturdy cheek weld, you're not really gonna get that. You're gonna get like a chin weld kind of with an RMR on top. Didn't bother me very much at all. I liked it. I'm messing with higher mounts right now anyway, so it didn't really have any effect on me, but I can see how some people out there would really want a more stable platform with that cheek weld. Again, it's probably personal preference. Now let's talk about the benefits, because I think the benefits outweigh the challenges. The challenges were basically things that you needed to train around or just work through. I'm gonna start out with speed. The RMR on top made it very, very fast. How many times when we're messing with LVPOs are we flipping through magnification? And to tell you the truth, I'm usually going from 1 to max magnification or vice versa. I'm not messing with anything in between. This is really just a slight movement of the head and you have a 1x dot at your nose tip. It's great. It's very, very quick. Moving it from target to target, easy, as all of you would guess, with it's a red dot. It's easy to do. So speed was a great benefit from adding this RMR on top of the TA-31. Field of view. Some of you don't care about field of view, but some of you really care about field of view, and you're gonna get a great field of view with an RMR on top. You have both eyes open, and obviously the dot's in a little window, but you're not sucked into a tube. You have a great field of view. You can see everything out in front of you. Transitioning from target to target is very easy because you have your eyes set through on the dot, through the RMR on a target, and you can already see out of your peripheral another target that you're gonna transition to. You're not sucked into that tube like I was saying. You can just transition, go. Something we touched on a little bit earlier, no magnification adjustment. You have a fixed 4 power, you're going to a 1 power. Nothing to mess with in between. You're just kind of adjusting your head down or up, and you're switching magnification. Very easy to use, no rings, no dials, fast, easy. Finally, it's a durable backup sight. This is zeroed at 50 meters. I can use this if my TA-31 somehow manages to go down, which I don't know how that would happen, but in a military application, I can see, gets shot, gets blown up. I have a reliable backup sight on top of my TA-31. And I can use that out to 200 to 300 yards if I really had to. Done it before with the regular red dot. What would be the difference here? Just so, as long as you know your holdovers and your point of aim, you should be good to go. And it's actually a very, very good backup sight. One of the most durable out there. Price tag, we're looking at around 1,500 bones for this whole setup. And that's expensive, I get it. Like, that's really, really salty. You can get a lot of other optics for that price point. Maybe if you only want one bomb-proof optic for one rifle, this would definitely be a good choice. You probably could save a little bit of money by going with a Holosun 507 or 508 on top, because it is an RMR footprint. You could save a little bit of coin that way. And honestly, I've had great success with the Holosun 507, so that'd be one other route to take if you liked this combination. I think you really get what you pay for with optics. There's no way around it. The price tag is generally justified with the type of optic you're using. You're getting a reticle in here that is jam-packed full of capability, and you're getting a reliable, fast backup sight on top. 1,500 bucks, I think, is right on point for something of this caliber. You guys be the judge. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I really, really like this setup. I wasn't a fan of ACOGs. I like the TA-44 because it's a 1.5x. It's fast, works more like a dot. The fixed 4-power ACOGs were really, really tough for me, again, because of those close-up targets. They really shine in that 300 to 500 yard or meter range. But adding the RMR on top has kind of changed my perspective a little bit. I really, really like it. So I'm probably gonna keep it, hang on to it for a little bit, play with it, use it. You'll see it in some other videos. Guys, thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to Wise Men Company. We appreciate all that support. If you want some sweet gear like a sling or a Bubba tab or a split fix, head over to wisemencompany.com. All our gear is for sale over there. There's gotta be something you're gonna want over there, I guarantee it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.